Listen up, GPU miners. You might want to jump on this early. Here's why. Ironfish is moving to a brand new algorithm, and as a GPU miner, it values us tremendously. So let's be honest. Ironfish really lost its allure months ago as a GPU miner because, well, FPGA miners stepped onto the network and just entirely saturated it, making GPU mining Ironfish very minimally profitable, and your yields were very, very low. Well, the Ironfish development team heard this and saw this happening, and they reached out to the community looking for a brand new algorithm that was different than anything else out there. And its focus was not only ASIC resistant, especially for FPGAs, but also they wanted something that was super GPU friendly. Well, along came the head developer of LOL Miner, LollyDeep, who has been well known in the community for everything that he has done since the Ethereum merge with LOL Miner to help keep GPU mining alive. Well, he reached out to the team and actually presented a brand new algorithm unlike anything else out there. And well, it's called today Fishhash. So tomorrow, April 2nd, the Ironfish team is hard forking their project to go ahead and address the ever-growing issue of FPGAs on their network over to Fishhash. This is going to occur tomorrow, April 2nd at 12 p.m. GMT, which is actually 8 a.m. EST, or if you're on the West Coast, it's 5 a.m. PST. So if you're currently mining Ironfish with your FPGA miner, well, your time's up. You only have a little bit of time left. If you're mining it with your GPUs, pay attention because you're going to see that your machines are going to have major issues tomorrow morning. Now, as a GPU miner, you really want to pay attention to this because when hard forks occur, it's an opportunity and the window is not that big. It's about a 24-hour to maybe 48-hour opportunity where yields are high. And why is that? Well, when a fork occurs, everybody's kind of kicked off the network and you have to go in, manually make changes, and then get your rigs back up and running. A lot of GPU miners aren't paying attention, aren't following the pod project, have things going on, and don't swap over their rigs immediately. So that's why I'm bringing this to your attention. Get on this early. You can get yields and build your bags very quickly. And I'll be honest, I have built my Ironfish bag very minimally. It's very small because, well, the yields have always been a challenge for me. So I'm taking full advantage of this Ironfish fork to Fishhash. So how is Ironfish doing right now? And how's it going to be affected with the hard fork? Well, Ironfish has really been struggling over the last few months. It's unlike any other altcoins out there, which have really popped and done very well with this kind of massive altcoin season that we've seen, especially in response to Bitcoin. Now, traditionally, when hard forks do occur, there's a decent amount of price discovery that can occur. And well, Ironfish is no different. This is an opportunity, not only for us, but also for the price and our bags. So in the rest of today's video, we are going to go over three things. The first one, how to update your Ironfish wallet. Very simple. Second, how to go ahead and configure HIVEOS for the new algorithm Fishhash. And finally, third, overclocking. You can do all this right now before the event occurs because of some of the changes that some of these larger pools have made, more specifically, Herominers. In today's video, we are going to be using my 8-card 3060 Ti rig. Back during the Ethereum days, NVIDIA kicked butt on the Ethereum algorithm, and this is very, very similar to that. Over the last year, we've really favored cards like the 6600 and the 6600 XTs because, well, they have been very efficient on these Kapow algorithms. Yeah, the NVIDIA cards haven't been terrible, but they haven't really done phenomenal. Well, jumping back into play is our NVIDIA cards. So break out your 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 3070s, and 3080s because, man, they were awesome on Ethereum, and Fishhash is very similar. All right, so let's get your Ironfish wallet updated. Now, if you don't even have an Ironfish wallet yet, no big deal. It's all the same, actually. You're going to install this in the exact same way that you would install it on top of your current Ironfish wallet, or if you don't have one at all. So when you go over to their website on ironfish.network, come up to the top left to use, and then go over to Node app. When you come over here, they actually have really done well with their wallet. They've come a far way since that CLI wallet. that they used to have back in the day. So over here, you have the option to download, and you actually have options to also run a node as well. So if you're curious and interested in running a node for this, it's very simple. It's all kind of rolled into one. So come over to their website, download it based off of your Windows or Mac, go ahead and install it right on top of your existing either wallet that you have, or go ahead and install it brand new. And just like any other core wallet, you'll just grab your receiving address and jump right into HIVEOS. So after you've gone ahead and installed the Ironfish wallet, grab your receiving address, copy it. Now, it could be different from the past, and that's completely okay. Use the new wallet address. You're not going to lose out on anything. Once you have the new address, jump here into HIVEOS, go to wallets, and in the upper right hand corner, we're going to do add wallet. We're going to go ahead under the ticker and type in iron, and there it is. It comes up. Paste in your address here, and then name it. I always like to name mine in a way that helps me identify where this wallet is, because let's be honest, we gather a ton of these core individual project wallets. So I'm going to put here Ironfish VM because I store mine on a virtual machine, and then core wallet. And we're going to hit create. So let's take a look at our GPU mining rig for today. So as I talked about, we're going to be using an 8-card RTX 3060 Ti rig, and this one's called Rayquaza. We name all of our rigs off of legendary Pokemon, and my kids help me name them. So this rig is actually filled with 8 RTX 3060 Ti's. A majority of them are Hynix. However, 2 of them are Samsung. Now I expect the Samsung ones to do significantly better based off the way things used to go with Ethereum. The Hynix ones are a little bit iffy, but we'll see if we can get them overclocked later on and see how they do. So our next step is to actually build in our flight sheet right now to get it prepped for the upcoming halving. And what is really, really nice about this is what Herominers has done. So what Herominers has done to really stand out among a lot of the other pools is they've actually partnered with the Ironfish team. And what we can do right now is test everything from our flight sheet to our overclock settings to prepare for this fork that's going to occur over to Fishhash. The second thing they've done is actually added in an auto switching feature. So I'm going to show you both of those right now. 1, how to prep, test, and configure, and 2, how to go ahead and enable that auto switching feature so that you could be mining on the new Fishhash algorithm right away to get those yields instantly. All right, so let's set up our flight sheet, and this is where a lot of these things are going to occur. So on our flight sheet here, we're going to do create flight sheet, and we're going to select Ironfish. We're going to select our Ironfish VM core wallet that we just talked about a minute ago. For our pool, we're going to select Herominers. Now, right now, instead of going ahead and selecting one of the pools listed, we're going to go to the very bottom where there's that arrow and click on the arrow, and we're going to be able to put in a custom URL, and I'll list this directly down below. And I'm going to paste it in there, and it's just us.fishhash.herominers.com:1145. Once you do that, just hit apply. That is the test net. So you won't be paid out anything, but gives you an opportunity to test out everything, which more important to me is a lot of those overclock settings, because this is new. It's a brand new algorithm, nothing identical to it. We talked about Ethereum being very similar, but this is entirely brand new. So you do want to test out everything. Next, we're going to pick our miner, and there's 2 miners that come to mind, Regal Miner and LOL Miner. Regal Miner, actually, after some testing, is actually performing significantly better than LOL Miner, which is kind of interesting based off of everything being developed, but there could be some updates and patches any day now that's going to change that significantly. So for this one, we're going to pick Regal Miner. Next, let's go into Regal Miner, click Setup Miner Config. Now it's already going to go to Ironfish to start with, but remember, that's no longer the algorithm, at least when the fork happens. So click the drop down, and thankfully HIVEOS has gone ahead and prepared for this ahead of time. Scroll down and pick Fishhash. Once you've done that, hit apply changes and apply your flight sheet to your rig, and we'll be back in a minute. So while we wait for the miner to install and everything to come up and running, I wanted to show you the second part of this, and this is that auto switching feature. So there's an article out there, I'll link this to you guys, and it's set up directly with Herominers. And if you scroll down, there's a lot of really good information, but what I want to show you is the auto switching feature. So within that extra config information for Regal Miner, you can actually add a trigger to the very end. Look at this, -- enable -fork. So I'm going to list this entire article directly down below in the video description. You guys can enable this so that it will auto swap over. All right, it's been a few minutes and we are up and mining. However, big red flag. Look at those watts. I mean, this just isn't sustainable. We're doing 34-ish mega hash, but our watts are like 180, 190, 200 watts a GPU, which is absolutely nuts. So this is where those overclock settings come into play. So do some research, Google, YouTube. There's boatload of videos out there on just these different graphics cards on Ethereum. Start there. Start with those overclock settings, and then as always, tweak them. Let me get my overclock settings in place. All right, so check it out. Our overclock settings are in place. We have dropped our watts significantly over 50 watts there, and our performance has actually bumped up a little bit here, going from 34 to 39 to 40 to 41. You guys can see that I did need to tweak my Samsung cards a little bit and could get a little bit more out of them when it comes down to the memory. The Hynix though, man, they're picky. Had to lower that down to about 1900. Hence why you see a little bit of a hash rate difference. Same thing with the watts. Downside of Hynix. Well, not too bad, right? I've had an opportunity to tweak these to get these ready to go for the Fishhash fork. I'm excited. All right, GPU miners, I hope today's video was helpful for you to prepare for the Ironfish fork over to Fishhash happening within the next 24 hours. Happy mining, and I hope your yields are fruitful. I'll see you guys next time. What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt your video, but want to keep you in the know. So are you new at mining, or you're just looking to step into it? You're not sure what hardware you want to buy. You're not sure what build you want to do. Need some help? Maybe you're building your first mining rig and you literally need help step by step installing HIVEOS. Maybe you're so far away from mining, but you're looking at it and you just need somebody to bounce some ideas off of. Well, I offer one-on-one calls with the community, and I've done boatloads, some really cool ones. I've helped people set up ASIC miners in the Dominican Republic. I've helped someone troubleshoot their very first GPU mining rig. I've chatted with a guy looking to open up a farm and just wanted a sounding board. I've helped someone else build and set up and configure their brand new Caspa miners. Well, I'm here to help, and I'd love to work with you. If you guys need one-on-one help, I offer it, and I love doing it. So there's a link directly down below to thehobbyistminer.io. Go over there and schedule some time with me. All right, back to the video.